The thunder rolled across the sky as Sango, the mighty god of thunder and lightning, returned home from battle. His crimson robes, flowing like flames, marked his arrival, and the air around him crackled with power. Osun and Oya awaited him at the palace, each prepared to play her role as his devoted wife. But beneath the surface, a tempest of rivalry brewed. Osun, the serene goddess of rivers, with her radiant beauty and soft-spoken charm, greeted Sango with a warm smile. "Welcome back, my lord," she said, bowing gracefully. Beside her stood Oya, the fierce goddess of wind and transformation, her piercing eyes brimming with pride and defiance. "Another victory," Sango declared, dropping his double-headed axe beside the grand throne. He kissed Osun lightly on the forehead, then turned to Oya with an approving nod. Yet, it was Osun's gaze he lingered on, and Oya felt the sting of being overshadowed once again. That evening, as was tradition, the wives took turns serving Sango his meal. It was Osun's turn. She brought forth a clay pot filled with a fragrant stew, its aroma dancing through the air. Sango dug in heartily, savoring each bite with loud praise. "Ah, Osun, your cooking soothes even the weariness of battle. What secret do you hide in this dish?" Osun giggled softly, her golden bracelets jingling. "Only my love for you, my lord." Oya, standing in the shadows, clenched her fists. Her own turn to cook would come, but how could she compete with Osun's enchanted touch? That night, as the palace grew silent, Oya approached Osun. "Sister," she said, her voice deceptively calm, "how is it that Sango always praises your food above mine? Surely you use some secret ingredient." Osun, reclining by her river shrine, tilted her head with a teasing smile. "Perhaps it is my ear," she said. "I add a piece of it to every stew." Oya stared at her, bewildered. "Your ear?" Osun nodded, barely suppressing her laughter. "Yes, a small sacrifice for the one I love." The words festered in Oya's mind. Her love for Sango burned fiercely, and her desire to outshine Osun was unrelenting. By dawn her decision was made. She took a blade, pressed it against her left ear, and, through gritted teeth and tears, cut a piece off. She prepared her stew with the bloodied ear, convinced it would win Sango's heart entirely. When Sango returned that evening, he sat at the dining table, eager for his meal. Oya, glowing with triumph despite her bandaged ear, served him the dish. Sango ate eagerly at first, but soon paused. He frowned, his eyes narrowing. "What is this?" he asked, his voice tinged with suspicion. "It is made with the deepest love," Oya replied, her pride faltering as she noticed his displeasure. "Tell me," Sango thundered, his voice shaking the palace walls, "what did you put in this stew?" Oya hesitated, but unable to lie, confessed. "I sacrificed part of my ear, my lord, to show my devotion." Sango shot to his feet, lightning crackling around him. "Taboo!" he roared, his fury igniting the very air. "You dare defile yourself and serve it to me? You bring abomination into my home." The skies erupted in chaos. Thunder and lightning clashed as the palace began to burn. Oya, desperate and ashamed, turned and fled into the wilderness. She ran until her legs gave way, collapsing by a riverbank. The wind howled around her as she transformed into the muddy, turbulent waters of the river Oya. Osun, sensing disaster, rushed from the palace, but found herself pursued by Oya's wrathful winds. She too turned to her true form, becoming the calm, golden river Osun. The two rivers flowed side by side, forever close yet never touching, a symbol of their rivalry. Sango, his empire reduced to ashes, ascended to the heavens, his thunderbolts still echoing his eternal anger. It is said that when thunder and lightning rage together, Sango is expressing his fury over the tragedy born of envy and rivalry. To this day, the rivers Osun and Oya run parallel in Osun's state, their waters a testament to love, jealousy, and the ruinous power of unchecked pride.